Welcome to the story time where I got my Ford Focus stuck in the Boise National Forest. Okay, so listen. Okay, I'm just a girl, okay? And if I want to take my manual stick shift Ford Focus on a ATV trail, then let me, okay? I've learned my lesson now, okay? I have a Subaru these days. Okay, so look at this trail. It looks like I could take my car on it, and I did, okay? And it was flat enough, and I was with my friend, who we make dumb decisions together, and obviously no one knew where we were or what we were doing, and it was a beautiful day, and neither of us had anything to eat that day, and we didn't have anything with us. So naturally, this was the first thing we decided to do when we got together. And so we're driving along, and naturally, the path we're on kind of gets a little thinner. It looks like this, okay? This is like the end of the road. There's obviously no more path. And we both get out of the car and we're admiring the nature. And naturally, we both do something we both have literally never done in our entire lives. And mind you, this is 2018, okay? So this is years ago. And naturally, we both decide to get our phones out and start vlogging, which, once again, we don't do. We're not even girlies that take pictures, let alone video. And so we start making a video, and here is that video.
Day 36 in the wilderness. There's really pretty flowers everywhere. Some blue ones and some yellow ones. Pretty sure Idaho City's that way. Oh man, I just heard some thunder. Did you hear that thunder?
Yep. I'm but a child. The storms are coming.
It really is coming though. Let's head back to the car.
Yep.
Okay, now that you've seen that, just note that we were hanging out, okay? My car currently looks like this. We are at the end of the road. And as you can see in the background, the clouds are getting a little bit dark. And we're like, we are dumb. A storm is coming. We don't really know where we are. And we should probably get going, okay? And we just like made this silly little video about like, day whatever, we're out here, blah, blah, blah. Let's just like get going, okay? Nothing has happened yet, but it's going to start raining. So we should head out, okay? I should also note, and as I'm sure you can tell by how small that like entrance is and what we're about to drive through again, that I scratched my car pretty bad on the way coming to where we are. Which is like, not great. And I'd only had this car like maybe 2 months. And like cosmetically, sure, not gonna like affect how it drives. But I was like, let's maybe try not to scratch my car. I don't want my parents to kill me too bad. So on the way back, I was gonna make a greater effort to not scratch it as bad and not make matching racing stripes on the other side of the vehicle. So on the way back, I was going down the same path and made a, should I say, detrimental decision. And that decision is hard to explain in the pictures, but essentially on the path, I swerved like quite a bit. And it wasn't like swerving like you would in like a quick race car movie, but I just like, made a wider turn out of the way. And then all of a sudden the ground shifted and we both thought death was near. But thankfully, and we found out later, a tree was mostly keeping us alive and holding the vehicle up. And let me just show you the situation we were immediately put in. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up here, or however that sound goes. Anyway, yeah, that's my car. And the giant, like, bush tree thing to the left is what scratched my car up pretty good on the way up. So on the way back, I was like, what if I avoided that? And obviously, that did not work out to my favor. Don't worry, there's a million different angles that I will show later, including videos. But this is like the initial thing that happened. And basically, I was driving my stick shift Ford Focus, and I tell my friend, okay, what we're going to do is you're going to get out of the car. You are going to crawl through the back seat, and you're going to get out. And I'm going to try and get this car unstuck, but if anyone dies or gets injured, it's going to be me. So you get out. So she does, and I try literally everything I can, and this car is, like, not getting out. Like, it's not even close to budging. And I'm not going to lie, this isn't the first time we've been in this situation. And not just in my vehicle either, okay? So we have a little bit of experience with this, okay? Now, let me just show you, for reference, where we are, okay? We are in the Boise National Forest, and there's, like, no cell service. And for some reason, I took a screenshot via my Snapchat map, which I don't even know why that really worked, but we have no cell service, though. But this is just the footage I have from 2018, so here you go, just for some reference of where we are. No trail. Anyway, here is another angle of my car. You can see how bad it is, how much it's just, like, angled, and it's not great. Here is a screenshot of, like, the latitude, longitude of where we were, just in case we needed it. I don't know. You can also see my phone says no service, which, once again, great, because we told no one where we were going. So that's cool. Okay, enjoy this nice little picture of nature while I give a tiny bit of explanation before some real raw footage of the incident, okay? Just know, first of all, if I'm showing you this video, I love you deeply, because this is some of the ugliest video captured of me of all time, okay? I look atrocious in these clips, and I'm showing you these, which means I love you dearly, okay? Second of all, I just wanted to explain a little bit more, because it kind of starts abruptly. So we don't really know what to do because there's no cell service. So the only thing there really is to do is to start walking to go find help. So what we do is we start walking, and we walk for like 45 minutes, and there is like a camp trailer and a truck. And I honestly don't remember, because it's been years now, if we like knocked on the trailer or if they just like saw us or what happened. But either way, we start talking to this couple, and they are like chatting with us, and we explain the situation, and they were like, oh, for sure we can help you. And we were like, they seem kind of sketch, but okay. And so the like wife was like, oh, like he can help you, like there's not enough room, so like blah blah, like you two just go with him. And we were like, okay, sounds good. So he drives us all the way back to like where my car is, and we get there, and he is like, oh, I like don't have any like toe straps with me, like I can't even help you pull it out. And he was like, that sucks, my bad, like I will go and get some. And he's like, unless you guys want to come with me. And we're like, nah, like we're good, because it was like kind of sketchy to begin with. So we were like, no, we're good, like we can hang tight for like, you know, how I think it was maybe like a 15-minute drive or whatever. It took us 45 minutes to walk it, so however long, I don't know. But we were like, no, we're good. And like his truck smelled like cigarettes, and like it was just a lot, and we'd already been through a lot that day. So we were like, no, we're good, we'll wait. And so yeah, that's like a little bit of context. So the first video you're about to see is like, I think like midway through the walk. And then the second video after that is like post us getting dropped off. So just a little bit of context there.
Oh. This literally isn't a joke. We have walked, I don't know, like 2 miles, 3 miles. My car is stuck really bad. And we don't know what to do. And we only have 2 water bottles full of water and no food. There's no service. We're somewhere up by Shaw Mountain. Brenna went that way somewhere. I'm shaking because I haven't eaten anything all day. We have no food. But it's going to be okay. We're going to make it through this. It's okay. All right.
Don't you?
So we're back at the car.
Please, Jonathan, do not post any of this anywhere.
We're back at the car and we're waiting. Okay, hold on. We gotta give a more of an update. How do I turn this around?
I gotta give you a story. We gotta show our children this. I can't even anymore.
Okay, so we walked like, I don't even know,
45 minutes.
45
up
minutes.
This road.
45 minutes. In the middle of nowhere. Luckily, this truck came. And these people picked us up.
They have puppies.
They had puppies. And we heard all about it the whole way there. Anyway, they forgot a tie strap rope thingy, and
Why would they have?
that's what I was wondering.
I thought he had it, or I would have obviously been like, maybe we should grab some.
I know. It's
You're
fine.
just gonna look at it.
It's fine though. We're chilling.
No, we're so thankful. We're gonna save so much money, and the parentals will not.
We've got to stop them.
You know what's bad, Vance? This is the second time we've done this. But we always get out of it. We always do, and we always will.
We have 1 bottle of water left. That's it.
We have to Indian leg wrestle for it.
Indian leg wrestle. It's mine. Look at
What are we doing after this? Can't wait to go.
I don't know. Maybe watch a movie.
Yeah, let's watch a movie. Let's just be normal
Let's-
teenagers.
Let's go to the mall. Why can't we be normal teenagers?
Because that's not who we are. We're troublemakers. There's so many bugs out here.
I'm just laying on the grass.
If
I
we
don't even
die
care.
out here,
Look at this
just
view,
let my
though.
family know that I love them.
And there's thunder. There's a storm starting.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Oh.
Gosh, I look sexy.
You do look cute.
Got these at her burgers. They're going out. Let's show our new boss this. Update.
Okay, first of all, we found an echo. Echo! What? Echo! What? Echo, echo, echo. Second of all, I've had a cough drop and water today to eat. Does this turn around? I don't even know how this works. I've had a single cough drop and water to eat. We found an echo. We have climbed 7 flights of stairs.
7 flights of stairs, you say?
5,000 steps and 2 miles.
I think we're delusional because
We're losing it.
we're filming ourselves in the wilderness.
We are. We are. I need to
For nobody.
I need to have proof that this happened later.
Nobody gonna see this.
Because I don't think that this is happening.
I even shaved the part side of my head.
We're going to wake up and this will all be over. This will be a
We'll
dream.
never do. No, literally in like an hour. Well, this one even happened.
There's an airplane somewhere.
SOS.
I mean, this is super pretty though.
Look, nice.
Look at my stupid car.
Look at our stupid faces.
Stupid actions.
Look at us. Look at these stupid faces.
There's bugs everywhere.
Why do we do this? But we have nice people that are gonna help us, and they're coming back, I hope. Oh my goodness. Totally worth it.
Really?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so here we are. Look at these flowers. Still waiting for them to come.
Hour 3. We left at 1.
This is hour 4 because it's 5.
Oh my god.
Oof.
Chronicles of Stuck in Luck. The TV show we're gonna start.
Yeah, we've come up with a TV show name called Stuck and in Luck because that's what we're good at.
We are really good at getting lucky.
And stuck.
Getting stuck. I'm falling. Do you want to sit on this?
This is actually super aesthetic.
Stranded.
Because you match it. You match the blanket, like exactly your outfit.
Get the car.
So, Brenna decided to start walking. Look at this rain clouds. So Brenna's been walking for, I don't know, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know. I don't want to die out here. I'm just being swarmed by flies, and it's the worst. I'm just literally on this blanket. There's my car. I don't know what else to do. I hope somebody comes back. Brenna, at least. Ugh.
Okay, I don't know about you, but I laughed a few times. I have not watched this footage in years, and that was hilarious. Although in the moment, I genuinely was not sure how we were going to get out of that situation. We rely on phones a lot these days, and I knew how far away from civilization we were, and it was miles. So it's not like, oh, why are you laying there? Like, you could just, like, walk. Yeah, we could. But, like, I knew we were far from civilization. So I don't have any video of this because I don't even know why we have video of any of this, really. But basically, the people who said that they were going to help us never came back. Like, I don't remember how long we waited, but, like, they just, like, never came back. Like, it was hours. And you're also probably thinking, why did you and Brenna separate? And, yeah, that was pretty dumb. And that was when I got really sad, as you just saw. Yeah, separating at a time like that, when we have no service, really dangerous. Super dumb. Do not recommend. But luckily, Brenna came back, and we made the unfortunate but necessary decision to just walk back. And we had to just walk back, and we made it past their trailer, and they were gone. Like, their trailer was there, but their truck was gone. And we were just like, well, that sucks. And so we had to walk into Idaho City. And I literally cannot tell you how far that was. It was so far. And I don't know if I had, like, was just tracking on my phone or what. I don't know how I knew the steps beforehand or flights, or I have no idea. But anyway, but the first few houses we saw were like, no soliciting, no trespassing, blah, 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 which was so disheartening. And I think it was like 4 houses in that finally, like, didn't have one of those signs. And we knock on this lady's door, and she answers, thankfully. And the first thing she says is, oh my goodness, are you two okay? Which I'm sure we looked like disheveled at this point. And we were like, not really, actually. Can we use your phone? And she was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, come on in. So then we, like, kind of explained to her the situation, like, our vehicle's stuck, like, blah, blah, blah. And I call my mom, And I tell her the situation, and she was like, which, you know, with my brothers and their track record, she, like, this is kind of like not a surprise. She was just like, oh, no worries. Like, we'll, like, get a tow truck. Like, no worries. And I was like, Mom, I don't think you understand where my car is. And she was like, no, it's okay. Like, it's late. I think it was, like, maybe 8 p.m. at this point. Like, it was, like, almost dark. She was like, we'll just, like, I'll come pick you up. Like, we'll get a tow truck. Like, no worries. And I was like, no, Mom, you don't. My compact car struggled to get where it just was. Like, that's not how this is going to work. And so she was like, well, you guys are in Idaho City, so I'm just going to come and pick you up, and we'll, like, figure it out from there. And so the, like, lady we were with was so nice. She was like, yeah, my husband's on, like, a business trip or whatever. He comes home, like, the next day or something like that. So we were just, like, watching TV with her, and she, like, I think she just, like, gave us some drinks. She offered us food, but we were like, no, it's okay. But she was, like, so sweet to us, which was so kind, because we're stupid and got ourselves in this situation. But I just remember driving home, like, after my mom picked me up, and I was like, my car is stuck in the woods, and I'm going to bed tonight without my car, and I'm an idiot. And Brenna and I were starting a new job together, like, at the same place, like, that next week. So the next day, we're going about our days, and we're both at our separate houses, and I have my other friend, Jordan, with me. And I'm telling Jordan this, like, whole saga, because she's like, where's your car? What's happening? And I'm, like, not even done telling her the story. And I'm, like, looking outside, and I, like, see a vehicle pulling into my parents' driveway. And lo and behold, it is the truck that was going to help pull my car out of the Boise National Forest. And I am flabbergasted. Like, what do you mean they're pulling into my driveway? Like, I don't even think we told them our names. How do they know where I live? How come they came back? Where did they go? What's going on? And so Jordan is like, who is this? What's happening? And I was like, these are the people. And she's like, what people? And I was like, the people that abandoned us. And she was like, what? Because I wasn't to that part yet. And they, like, get to the door, and I answer the door, and they were like, hey, I can't believe this is you and that you live here. And I was like, I can't believe you're at my front door. And they were like, it's a good thing you left your car unlocked, because your insurance cards were in there, and that has your address on them. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. And they were like, yeah, we were going to, like, get it unstuck for you, but my wife doesn't drive stick shift. So, like, that's why we had to come get you. And I'm like, okay, that's crazy. And my parents weren't home. And so I just looked at Jordan, and I'm like, dude, come with me. And she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, come with me. And she's like, I guess so. And so I do yet another incredibly stupid decision. And I get in the stranger's vehicle and ride up to, it's not quite Idaho City, but the Boise National Forest again. Like, I don't know their names. I have no idea who they are. But I'm thinking to myself, this is literally the only hope of getting my car unstuck. Because how else? How else am I going to get this car out? And so we're driving up there, and it's like easily an hour away. And while I'm in their truck, I text my parents, and I'm like, hey, so this is the situation. I'm already in their truck, which I can only imagine receiving that text as a parent. And they're just like, okay, like, keep us updated. And mind you, not going to have any service up there. So that's great. But anyway, on the car ride up there, I find out that they live up there. and have been living up there. And I find out that they're like originally from like Washington or something, and that essentially they're running from the IRS. And as long as you move locations every however many days or weeks or whatever the heck, that like that's fine. And that's like their game plan. And I find out that like she is pregnant, and I'm like, that's crazy. I was watching her smoking cigarettes, but to each their own. And then like the dogs they had, they like found in trash bags behind Walmart. And like just each thing became crazier, and I was just like, I don't even care, help me get my car unstuck. And so yeah, I mean, nice people, but I was like, y'all are wild. And so we get to like where they live essentially, and they were like, yeah. Also, I should mention they had like 2 trucks. They had like a Tundra, like a Toyota Tundra, and that's what we're currently in. And then they had like a Nissan 4x4 situation. And they were like, yeah, we like tried it with the Tundra since that's like bigger and like more powerful, and it like doesn't fit. And they're like, so you like have to take the like Nissan 4x4 thing, and that only seats 2 people. And they were like, so like the husband and like one other person should go. And I was like, awesome. So yet again, I make another dumb decision, and I go with just the husband to where my car is, and Jordan stays with the wife. And so we go, and that's, like I said, like a 15-minute ride or whatever. And on the ride there, he's like, yeah, I really like to work on my truck and buy parts for it, and usually off of Amazon or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, my brothers like to do that. So, you know, we chat about that or whatever. And I don't know, seems like a nice guy. And, you know, sure, nice enough. And as we're driving to my car, of course, it is starting to rain. And this is like midsummer, by the way. This is like July. And just like, of course, it's starting to rain, right? And you'll see the footage of it in a second. Like, I don't have a ton of footage of it because, like, what was I going to do with this footage, you know? But he had to go, like, from the front to the back, to the front to the back. Like we were towing it from the front and the back, like, back and forth quite a bit, which was, like, kind of an ordeal. But, yeah, just go ahead and see the footage, and you'll see what happened. But like I said, it's not a ton, so I'll do kind of an explanation afterwards. This is actually a great view of kind of what we're working with here. You can see the guy's arm that's helping me, but you can also see the tree that's kind of like propping my car up. But what you can't see is the just like hill that my car would be tumbling down if that like little tree was not holding my car up. And what's about to happen once my car gets unstuck is my mirror is about to get completely ripped off. Unfortunately, I don't have any cool footage of that, but I do recover the mirror, and you'll see that right here.
Oh boy. Okay, update. So we're out, but we completely snapped the right mirror off. It's down here. I'm just gonna get a new one from Jalopy or something. But he's turning around so he can pull me out from the front. 'Cause we're stuck again. But it's fine. We're not like tipping out sideways like we were before. But he's turning around. Man, they've been way nice to us. But let's just see how this goes, I guess. Hopefully we get out with minimal damage. He's coming back. tire. That was it. Wow. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we're trying for the 4th time? I think going from the front didn't work at all. So we're just gonna try and get me out from the back again. Because I'm not sideways anymore. Like right there, you can see where I was. But this tree's in the way, which is how I lost my mirror. But it's all good. He's taken his time. He's been really respectful of trying not to obliterate my entire car, which is cool. That's stuck in the door. That's nice. You're gonna need a bath. You're gonna need a bath after this. Now he got a little bit of dirt on the front. He was like, "Oh, sorry about that." I'm like, "What happened?" He's like, "Oh, there's just dirt." So, no cell service, and Jordan's with his wife about 3 miles away. So, hopefully this will do it. Yep. Okay, so we got it unstuck, and it's pouring rain. Look at this. Woo! Woo! I don't know, this is pretty fun, I'm gonna be honest. But I should probably have both hands on the wheel. Woo!
So, as you can see, I didn't learn my lesson. I immediately had fun after getting my car unstuck. Yeah, and it was pouring rain, so just in the nick of time. And this picture here is me going to Jalopy Jungle, like I said I was going to, and I got myself a new mirror. So that was great. Really fun. And yeah, because I don't really have any other pictures other than that. But a couple days later, Brenna and I went back the other way through Idaho City, and we went to thank both the couple that helped us get my car unstuck, but they weirdly weren't home, which is bizarre. But we thought about it, and we decided to get them a couple, like, Amazon gift cards, since he said he liked to order parts off of Amazon. And then the woman who let us use her phone and then also hang out in her home until my mom came to pick us up, we got her these flowers. So all in all, not the best experience I've ever had. Learned a lot. But I will say, happy to report that 8 years later, I did buy a Subaru. So I can properly do stuff like that, because I was told that I was not allowed to do stuff like that anymore. Which is fair, because that was not our first time doing dumb stuff like that. And honestly, I really liked that Ford Focus. And, you know, you're probably like, dang, did you really like that Ford Focus if you were so willing to get it all scratched up and everything? Well, you know what? It was okay, because like a month later, I was driving it, and literally downtown Boise, it just like lit on fire while I was driving it. It literally lit on fire, and it completely totaled it. So, of all vehicles for all of this to happen to, you know, it all comes out in the wash. You know, I owned this car for like 4 months, and then I purchased a like couple years newer automatic Ford Focus that I would have for the next 8 years until I just bought my Subaru. So really, it's the Ford Focuses that we made along the way that leads us to a Subaru. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I hope you laughed. I hope you cried. And I hope you know that I love you. Also, quick shout out to both Brenna and Jordan for just rolling with the shenanigans and being my friend, even after all this. Thanks.